All right, all right, all right. They always seem to sneak up on me. But, yo, peoples! It was a long time coming to this moment, but we are finally able to do reactions to Solo Leveling with singular chapters. We are here with chapter 130, and it had a timer going down because the raw translation went up, but I didn't look at any of the screenshots. I was waiting for them to translate it, and I mean, I haven't pinpointed the exact moment when it's translated and people can read it. But I saw it was already up by 327, so I'm going to guess that it is up by 320 or possibly earlier than that. So I'm going to test that theory out the next time we get an issue just to see if it'll actually pop up at around 320. Because if so, then it'll be easier for me to schedule it. That's the reason why this stream was created and pending 10 minutes ago. Because I didn't know the exact time, my time, Eastern time, when the chapter would go live and be fully translated. So around 3 o'clock and something, 3 o'clock and some minutes is probably where I'm going to be looking to see if it's up. And at the exact moment it goes live with everything translated, then I can just base my, scheduling from there. So that way you guys will know when the next stream for Solo Leveling will go up much earlier in the day. Hello, read this chapter 5 minutes ago, and I told you it's fantastic. Thank you, Fabio. And also, welcome 6 as well. So let's not beat around the bush because we only got one chapter, which means this is not going to be a long stream, everybody. This is going to be just me reacting to the chapter. We'll talk about it, and then I'm going to get back to me playing me some Dark Souls. All right, so let's get started. Chapter 130. Yes, it's amazing. Dominator 1000, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome nonetheless. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Got my flashlight on my face, so just in case the natural light goes out, you guys can still see me just fine. Ezekiel Telltale Heart and Jonathan Samuels. Wow, I'm seeing some new people in here today. That's surprising. Do I have a link to the page? It's the same. It's the same thing I've been reacting to. It's just search Solo Leveling Manhwa, but I'm reading it from levelingsolo.com. That's where I'm reading it from. That's one of the sites that I go back to. That and the other Solo Leveling site that I read as well, just in case one of the other is having me missing pages. Shonen Sensei will let you know sometimes one site I read doesn't have the page, others do. But let me stop rambling and monologuing. Let's get to the chapter. Because in the last chapter, the architect pretty much put Jin in a state where he could see the memories of the last user of the Shadow Monarch power. And he saw this massive war between monsters and beast people and these silver knights that came flying out of portals. Portals that look pretty much like the giant portal that's in Japan right now, where Yuri Ulov is attempting to use his barrier skills in order to hold it at bay at $10 billion a pop. So Jin is just looking into the memories and seeing all this stuff, and everyone else who's outside, they're contending with all the stone statues and the architect protecting Jin and making sure he sees the memories and everything. So, and then we're left on pretty much a cliffhanger because we have no idea what it was, but it says the memory has finished in the last chapter, so now we get to see what happens. Solo Leveling, chapter 130. Let me get my mic ready, because I still got to do my voice for this. The recalled data has finished. 130. And then we got the architect. You are fun to play with. Very fun. Try acting outside of my design a bit more. And it shows the architect standing in front of Cha Hae-in. Sword dance. And she uses her skill. And the architect says, that's it. Like that. And he starts clashing with Cha Hae-in as she's using sword dance. And he manages to clip her shoulder.
Are you finished already? You follow the design in the end. Humans are no fun. No fun at all.
Then we got Choi Jong-in.
My design predicts and responds to any result.
Then we got Wu, because they're all in there trying to get to Jin and find out what happened because they found out that he was in the double dungeon. The same double dungeon that had Jin reawakening and all the stuff just transpired from there. Hey, I'm Sir, what's going on? But let me read that again.
My design predicts and responds to any result. These small attacks have no chance of breaking my design. You must be unable to create a noticeable result.
And it shows them all fighting the stone statues, trying to protect one another. People are getting healed and everything. And it shows... Is that Heian? Using magic to hit the architect in the face? And then we got Choi Jong-in. We have to wake up Hunter Sung Jin-woo. There is no other way. And then Cha Hae-in, even though her arm is severely wounded, like her shoulder is severely wounded, she makes a mad dash to Jin. But a giant hand appears right behind her and attempts to smash her, and it's the architect. And he managed, in the attempt to smash Cha Hae-in, he dragged his hand through the ground and it just straight up destroyed it. No, I'm being summoned because I'm part of the Dark Moon Covenant. Please, please, please. I gotta take that. I gotta take that a filament off of my character because I just got summoned. I'm not worried about that right now. If I die, I die. This is more important.
You're pretty good.
Oh, someone's been playing Metal Gear Solid.
You're pretty good. Jin. I'm trying to take out all these humans, but I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my swords keeps alerting all the hunters.
I hope someone kills him while I'm doing this because I am not helping out. I'm not helping out anybody. I'm not helping you out. I am reading solo leveling. Leave me alone. Just go ahead and kill me. I don't care.
You're pretty good, avoiding it all.
Then he stares.
A shadow?
Ooh, I forgot that she does have a shadow, in fact, attached to her. Making sure I didn't drop any frames. Because that has been known to happen here.
It can't come outside due to this room's rules, but its presence is there for sure. She is human, but the king assigned a soldier to her. How did you guys find this place? What is your relationship with Sung Jin-woo?
And then Cha Hae-in says, friends. Sorry, it's just pop-ups. People are just invading the world that I just got transported in.
We're friends. I'm here to save Hunter Sung Jin-woo.
And a blue sentinel just popped up. Leave me alone. I don't care what you do.
Was that not the king's intention? Fine, I will give you a chance. Today, one of the great monarchs is going to descend upon this world. I will give you the chance to witness this glorious scene. But for everyone else...
And it shows everyone else that's fighting off these stone statues and trying to survive.
But for everyone else, they will all die where they stand.
According to whom?
Huh?
Yo! Jin's up! Jin just Yo! Ooh! Ooh! I'm out my chair. I'm out my chair. This counts as me being out my chair. 9 out of 10. Jin is up, and he just decks the architect straight in the face. And pretty much breaks his face.
You. What did you do to my body?
And he prepares to punch the architect again with that flame. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. Just gang up on me. I'm not even feeling you right now. I'm just Novocaine with y'all right now. I don't care. But remember, back in the last chapter, it showed that Jin had another heart on his right side, and I guess that represented the power of the Shadow Monarch, and it shows it outside of his body, and his body is enveloped in purple. This is the first time I had a game running during any of my live streams, and I actually had something happen into it. That's the first time and will be the last time that happens. What did you do to my body? And then Wu looks at him. Choi Jong-in just has his eyes closed, but he breathes a sigh of relief. And then Cha Hae-in is just looking at him. And I guess the Shadow Monarch is shoved into the ground by the force of Jin's foot. And it just craters the ground.
You're not the king. How could you stand in that place instead of the king? How can you maintain your ego while having a black heart?
Black heart? Is this incredible magic thanks to this heart?
Title, Demon Hunter. The conditions have been met. You have remembered how to defeat the Demon's King Baron of White Salt.
Was that Baron's full title? Baron of White Salt? Ooh.
The power has acknowledged you as its owner. Effect, Black Heart.
Mana plus 100,000? Excuse me. What? This dude just got a major boost. Yo, Blackheart gave him 100,000 extra mana. So now he's at 109,433. This dude ain't gonna run out of power. This dude is not gonna run out of power anytime soon. And his eyes are no longer glowing blue as they were before. It's now glowing like a light purplish. It's obvious from his reaction. He didn't mean to bring out the Black Heart, and the Black Heart isn't supposed to make me stronger. The data he recalled didn't answer my questions. I still haven't heard everything. You said you were opposed to choosing me as a player, but what exactly is a player? And the architect can only stare at him with his jaw, bust wide open. But what exactly is a player? What were your intentions?
No. Shadow Monarch! You? Do you think the other monarchs will just stand by and watch?
What? What is he doing? Yo, portals are opening up like Gilgamesh, and just, swords and daggers are coming out of the portals around his body. And they all float, and point themselves at the head of the architect. Dude didn't even move. And the swords came out. And they're waiting. Oh, okay. I see you. Just answer my questions.
It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. I think I know why you were chosen.
And then all the other hunters who are still alive say, what? The statues! The statues that were still are starting to move! So even the statues that have the instruments on them and have the non-lethal looking weapons, they started to move as well.
Aha! If you kill me, no one will be able to stop my puppets. Will you still kill me?
What if I kill you first, and then your puppets?
If you kill the creator of the system,
I could go back to being an E-grade hunter. I've thought about that too. But even if the system's creator disappears, the system that's already been created won't fall apart.
If it comes to this, I'll destroy!
And then a whole bunch of screens just pop up. In fast fashion. Oh, snap! Yo! The system has blocked the creator's access. The system has blocked the creator's access. The system has blocked the creator's access. Has the system rejected the architect? And now it won't even follow his commands?
How can the system?
Yes, I've thought about that too. And he's thinking back to all the times he's questioned the system. I'm not looking at chat just in case y'all reading ahead of me and saying stuff about it. I'm focusing on this chapter right now because we're almost done. We're almost at the bottom. And he's thinking back to all the moments where he's thought about the system coming into question. I said I'll devour the system. Yo! It seems that your design had flaws.
No, you!
And then he proceeds to use all of his weapons in an instant to eviscerate the architect.
Prediction. No, the prophecy. When the pillars of fire are built to uphold the heavens, an inevitable death shall find you.
And I guess these are the architect's last words. And Jin doesn't say anything except, of course. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh, snap. And I burned through this chapter pretty quickly. I did this in about 16 minutes, along with extra speakings and everything. But okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, so Hunter's dealing with the architect and statues. Jin comes out of his stupor that he was in and completely takes down the architect, no problem. And then, not only that, he displays powers we haven't seen him use. Being able to cause his daggers to just float out of portals. And then just eviscerate the architect, destroying him. Even when the architect tried to say like, oh no, if you destroy me, who's gonna stop my puppets? And the architect pretty much got locked out of the system. So even the architect couldn't do anything to save. It's longer in the novel. I recommend reading. Also more detailed. I read this in 2 minutes. That's nice. But even the architect couldn't even manipulate the system. And then just gets destroyed by Jin. He also got the title Demon Slayer, but he didn't meet all the requirements back then. No, he didn't, but he did now. And now he has access to a Black Heart effect, which effectively just gave him 100 times more mana than he had before. He went from having only 9,000 to having 109,000. So, his thoughts back then, he was so concerned like, okay, all these shadows that I'm sending out and fighting these high-level monsters and everything, they're getting killed kind of quickly, and if I just let them run rampant, then my mana could drain real quickly. Now this Joker got 109,000 mana. Dude just went like from 0 to 100 real quick. And not only that, he said he's going to devour the system. That's interesting. So does this mean he's a monarch now? I would like to say so, but in the way that the architect was thinking, and I would like to think that he may be a monarch now, but not in the sense that the architect was suspecting and was hoping for. I imagine that he was hoping that Jin would become the Shadow Monarch and would lose all sense of his self. He would then become subservient to the system and do things that the architect thought that he was predestined to do, such as sacrifice his friends, turn them into shadows, and then just do whatever he wanted. But now, Jin still has his ego, he still has his mentality, he still has his soul, his mind, he still has all of that. And he has that power, which is something that the architect didn't account for, which is why he was so shocked that Jin came back and decked him in the face. Because I'm guessing he was hoping that Jin would just, like, side with the architect. But for Jin to come back and he's still his old self again, you know, with a couple of power-ups, that's something that the architect didn't expect. Not only that, but with the way Jin is now, the architect can't, well, obviously, he can't do anything to Jin because Jin pretty much just destroyed him. But at the same time, that was something else. I gotta say, I enjoyed that. That was a 9 out of 10 chapter. The system is flawed, that's why. Yeah, Jin did say that. So whichever system this is, whatever is running this system or however it functions, it was flawed enough for Jin to, you know, I guess manipulate it in a way, or find a loophole, or find a way to keep his sanity and keep his mind while also keeping that power as well. I wouldn't call it a glitch, but I think Jin just straight up exploited the mechanics of the system. I think he thought the old monarch would probably take Jin's body over. I'm actually starting to get that idea as well, because with a power that strong, I wouldn't be surprised if previous users have pretty much lost all their sense of self to that power until another Shadow Monarch takes up the mantle, and then the whole cycle begins again. But I think it stops with Jin, because Jin still is himself, but now he has that power under his control. Jin can edit the system now. Interesting. Not only that, but dude is just so broken. But I wonder if Byung-gu's, Min Byung-gu's warning about he should be worried about this power, I wonder if that's still going to turn up later. The architect is bad at coding. Yep, he let one line of code slip out and someone filled it in with, okay, give me all administrative rights right here, lock him out, and also turn off his God mode. Also turn off his no clipping, turn off his infinite ammo, turn off his infinite mana. I mean, why would the system give the title back in chapter 88 if it's not helping Jin in the back? Interesting. But at the same time, it just speaks on how, like, this system is now working in Jin's favor a lot more than it did before. Which is quite a feat. Because as far as we know, Jin is the only person that we've seen that has become a player. Now, mind you, I'm pretty sure that I know that for a fact, like with y'all saying that I should read the novel because there's a lot more details in it. I'm pretty sure that this goes far beyond it. I mean, this is just a manhwa adaptation of the novels itself. But I'm not going to read ahead of that because I really want to read this. I can keep reading this for you guys. But I don't know what this means for the future. I don't know what this means for the future of Jin. They saw his power, and now they've seen his power even more. Like, they are everyone. From Wu to Choi Jong-in to Cha Hae-in and everyone who's there right now, they've all seen Jin's power. They've seen his awesome, awe-inspiring, and terrifying power. And now he has even more. And he's still remaining himself. I'm anxious to see what happens in the next chapter. I tell you what, this was a good chapter. I'm so glad I'm going to be able to do this for you guys on Wednesdays now. I am looking forward to the next one. Oh my goodness, that was so hot. I'm still trying to get over the fact that this man not only broke down the architect, forced him down with like the force of his foot alone. Just the force of his foot just curb stomped him and the architect couldn't move. But also made all of his weapons just float out of portals around him, and he didn't even move. It was like a mental thing that he did. Dude about to slap nation level hunters. Oh boy. I feel like we're really going to see the power of Jin when he has to face off against one of the nation level hunters in the future. And for those of you who read the novels and knows what's going to happen, please don't spoil because I really want to find out, like with these blind reactions that I do. But when Jin goes up against a nation level hunter with his power right now, which I can only imagine is going to continue to grow. I mean, his soldiers, they're still going to level up. He can still rank them up. Igris can still rank up. Tank can still rank up. Tusk, Kaisel, all of his shadows can all still level up. So when he finally goes toe-to-toe with a nation-level hunter, that is when we're going to see just how powerful Jin can be. Because what is beyond nation-level hunters? I don't know. But I'm anxious to see it. But that's all I got for you guys. I enjoyed this manga. Manhwa. Let's be specific. I enjoyed this manhwa immensely. I think he's already beyond that. I don't even think the nation levels are all that compared to Jin. Well, at the same time, we still haven't seen what they all can do. The only nation level hunter that we've seen actually do something and we understand what their ability is so far, unless I'm missing something, is Yuri Orlovs, which is, he's a barrier expert. We haven't seen what like dudes like Andre can do. We haven't seen what Andre can do, but I want to see what the nation level hunters can do before we start to stack them up against Jin. So overall, Jin has more power. Dude has more power. It's ridiculous. He has even more power than before. This dude has as much mana as I do when I use alchemy to make my characters OP on Skyrim. Like ridiculous amounts of magic so that way I can just spam it all I want. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm just thinking. I was reading through some of your comments, but this is good. Solo leveling is good, everybody. And if it ever gets adapted into an anime, Studio Madhouse needs to be put in charge of it. He's just the best. Okay, so I'm wrong. Yuri Orlov is not a nation level hunter. He's just an S rank hunter. Are you sure? Nah, bro, look at all the S rank hunters against the creator. They didn't stand a chance. But, oh, good lord. Hey, I'm going to stop this here before I start monologuing again. Overall, I enjoyed today's chapter. And I am happy to say that I will be doing and this is something completely different from solo leveling. As you guys know, since I'm done with my read-throughs and I caught up with all the chapters with my past readings that I did, we're going to be doing these every Wednesday or every time these chapters come out. So I will be keeping my eye on it. So going forward, we'll be able to, bring these out just as I have, probably around like 3 o'clock mark. So I'm looking forward to that. But also, for any of you who are new here, well, thank you for coming out to see me. It really does mean a lot. I enjoy doing all these for you, my faithful and wonderful viewers. I will be doing a stream playthrough for Cyberpunk tomorrow. I've been looking forward to that game all year. Every other game that I brought to my channel was just to keep me occupied until this very moment, and I only have one shift tonight to endure before I can enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all there if y'all choose to swing by while I play through Cyberpunk. Probably gonna go the corporal route. But that's just something I'm monologuing again. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But that's all I got for you guys today. Don't want to keep you too long. I enjoyed this chapter. I'm looking forward to chapter 131 and seeing where Jin's adventures take him from here. But with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you all in my next video. And if you happen to be a new person to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. Perfect timing. I'm getting summoned again. Now it's time to kill.